What's up, guys? The Biz Grind, episode 29. This is it. I have a confession to make. I'm an insomniac. For the last 10 months since my son was born, I really haven't slept whatsoever. And I gotta tell you this whole parenting thing, it's serious fucking business, in all honesty. And between entrepreneurship and business and juggling the whole family thing, man, I tell you, it's fucking challenging. It really is. So I'm an insomniac. I try to get by day to day through a ton of coffee or as much as I can consume. And I have my days, to be quite honest. There's some good days, there's some bad days, but you have to take the good with the bad. I have this whiteboard that I purchased yesterday. However, I need to figure out how to mount it up here. And the mounting instructions on this thing are not exactly the friendliest. So, one of my tasks at hand today is to figure out how to get that whiteboard up on that wall. And I'm not very fond of drilling. Time to go shoot some video, get something to eat, and take care of some errands. So, let's go. It is 70 degrees outside, and I'm trying to find a reason to get outside, shoot some video, take care of some errands, see what's happening, and then go back to hustling again, even though I am still hustling while hustling. So, yeah, today is a bit of a crazy day. Not really different than any other day, doing a million things at once. Alright guys, the core message of this episode that I want to talk about is haters and skeptics. Alright, let me explain what I'm talking about precisely. So I've been in the digital space, doing digital marketing for companies and primarily working in the agency environment for 11 years now. Actually, I take that back. That's 12 years, coming up on the 12th year. Now, altogether, I've been doing digital for about 2 decades. I've been a tech geek since I was a kid, about 14 years old, but I didn't really step into the professional surroundings until around 2005, 2006. Okay, and here's what I've learned, and I really want to candidly share this with you guys. There's going to be people who are going to be jealous, who are going to hate on you, who are going to be skeptical of the things that you're doing. And that's in really anything you do. It's not just business, honestly. You're going to have haters who are going to hate on you. They're going to hate on the fact that you're propelling and that you're finding a path, that you're charting a path for yourself for success. And they will do some crazy ass shit to try to disrupt your approach and your path to success. Now, the one thing that I've learned is, and I'm going to quote this here from Jay Baer's book, is hug your haters, all right? Because they do have a voice, and that voice echoes through their community. So hug your haters, make sure you recognize them, okay? But don't let them deviate you from your direction and from your course and whatever it is you're doing. Now, in entrepreneurship is just that I'm tunnel vision, honestly. It's just that I'm focusing on the things that matter the most and leaving the haters aside. That doesn't mean that I'm avoiding them. I'm keeping tabs on them, but I'm not letting them distract from my path. Skeptics, which are kind of up there with haters, you're going to have a lot of people who are skeptical of the things that you do, all right? There's going to be a lot of uncertainty, a lot of negativity. Growing up as an Eastern European, I had family and friends and acquaintances that were very skeptical of the things that I do. They were in full disbelief. And the reality of things is that your family, your friends, your acquaintances, anybody else, they don't have to understand what it is that you're doing. You got to follow your passion and be fully committed and not worry about the haters and skeptics. Not in the literal sense of not worrying about them, but don't let them deviate you from your course and your direction. Because if you do, if you start caring about what the haters and skeptics are saying, it's all over. Because they are changing your perspective. And you shouldn't change your perspective on things. Because after all, you're putting in all this work to do something, to build a business, to build a product, to launch a service, to launch an online course, a webinar, whatever it might be. And you're in firm belief that you're capable of doing it. So you gotta have some assurance. You gotta believe in yourself. And don't let the haters and skeptics deviate you from your goal. That's what I want to talk about in this episode. And so again, haters and skeptics, hug your haters because their voice does have merit, but don't let the skeptics deviate you from your goal at hand, your visions. All right?